Hello, my name is Ranterm, and welcome back to another Warframe tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be covering the Saya's Vigil quest, as well as a few minor things early to Cetus. And we're just going to get started. So for starters, ever since you've probably unlocked Earth and completed Vor's Prize, you've probably noticed that Saya's Vigil is available. So, mind you, I am later in the game than Vor's Prize. I made my way to Mars, but even still, you could easily go get started on this quest. All you want to do, just head down to Cetus. So let's go right to it. Thankfully, it's daytime. Make sure you put it on invite only if you're playing the quest. Sometimes other players can make it difficult. Welcome to Cetus. So this is Warframe's first open world. Sometimes I forget how beautiful this game is. Ignoring that, moving along. So all you're going to do to access Saya's Vigil, you're going to ignore all these people. Although this is a fishing lady, if you're wondering. This dude gets you mining. This person here just... what's her name again? Nakak? She just gives you masks, really. Although she sometimes does events. This dude makes you... or gives you the ability to make custom weapons. And then you have the bounty person. This is who you want to talk to.
Got something. Heavy hitter like you
So
needs a
if
little
you've made your
snack,
way to
yeah?
Mars Junction, you've already completed one bounty. And that's all you're going to do. If you haven't, it's not hard. Just do the lowest level bounty he will actually give you. And you should have easy access to the quest. So let's get into the quest.
Picky. Look here, Bettino. Have you met Saya? Lives on the outskirts of Cetus. See? Here's the three of us. Me, Anko, and headstrong Saya. We were inseparable Oots. The two of them even got married. They were happy. Until he disappeared. That was 5 years ago. Saya never moved on. Never accepted it. And now I'm hearing quill whispers. The Granier found some trace of Anko. And just like old times, Saya's about to do something rash. talk to her, eh? For Kansu. Ayo, we have not spoken in a long time.
Just now noticed he's holding
Shola!
Azal.
Kanung, we got trouble. Not normal Granier trouble either. Something nastier.
You're facing the wrong way.
Chat! No time to talk. There's word of my husband. I have to go. Word travels fast. Konzu and I haven't spoken in 5 years. Not since his involvement in my husband's disappearance. And now he sends you by the Unum. I'll accept help if you bring Onko back to me. But miss a trick, and I'll take care of business myself. Understood? Doga. What's 5 years? I know he's still out there. I can feel it. I've petitioned those damned quills for years. They seem to have knowledge of the future when it suits them. They're the ones who told me the Grenier have uncovered something that might be Onko's research. Why not just tell me where he is? Tenno, you have to find him. Dadup, Tenno. I'll signal you when you're out on the plains. As crazy as this sounds, you're looking for glass.
Looks like we're getting right into it. Normally you'd have to go through the door.
All right, Tenno. Be careful out here. Grenier numbers increase the further you venture from Cetus. Patching the Ostrons to your signal now.
My uncle is alive. I know it. No one cared more for Cetus, for our people, than he did. He worked with the Quills, the Unum's closest servants, to decipher the secrets of the Sentient and the Glass Warrior, who sacrificed herself to destroy it. If you search the camp, I know we'll find some sign of Onko.
Looks like we're heading that way. That's kind of the map barrier there. But around the plains of Eidolon there is...
Ayo! This is it! This is where the Grenier found some of Onko's work. Has he been hiding here?
My! Tenno maggots and the greasy eels of Cetus working together! My tusk soldiers will gore you all the same!
Heck. I should have known you'd be behind the Grenier incursions here. Who else would feed outmatched troops to an Eidolon if it might further their career?
And I'd feed it 1,000,000 more for a chance to wrap my metal claws around your sweet, putrid neck!
You can just open those, get free resources. As for the ships, if you get more powerful weapons, you can just kind of straight up destroy them. They don't take too much damage to destroy, but usually it's a lot of damage at once that you want to do.
Scanning the area. I'm getting strange readings from the cave at my waypoint. Smash that drill and go inside.
Ah, I remember that cave. Onko and I used to shelter there. Rock slide sealed it off years ago. I hope he's not.
Onko? Uncle, he should be here. By the Onum, is that coffer his? It bears Uncle's mark. It must be important. If it's here and he is not, oh, please, Uncle, no.
Saya.
Kanung. I won't say a thing to him, Tenno. I'm guessing he didn't tell you he was with my uncle the day he disappeared.
This coffer is strange. I don't understand the locking mechanism. Tenno, return to your orbiter so we can get it open.
So another thing about Cetus. This blue little mark here, eventually, through the rank up of Cetus, you'll get a mining drill that I'll explain later. And this is also this is an ore, that's a gem. Just things you want to mine to get more resources. They're usually in caves or just scattered around. Caves are the most reliable way of getting them though, because there's a crap ton of them in caves. Normally extracting in the plains would be just going back through the door. So that's a convenient way of doing it.
Let's activate your codex system to examine this Ostron container.
Well, there we go.
The lock seems damaged. We'll have to force it open.
No, wait. Oh, Uncle was a genius, Uts. He's protected whatever is inside with the shutter lock. The key, molded from glass, has been broken. Forcing it would only destroy everything inside. We need to rebuild the glass. If he was dying, he would have wanted this found. But he locked it. Uncle is alive.
A new strategy then, Tenno. Sending codex scanners to your inbox. These will be essential in locating the Shatterlock pieces out there on the plains.
I kind of already have them equipped, but you would normally just go to your gear wheel to equip them. Back to the plains. A lot of back and forth this quest does.
Saya. Krunameta. Let me help. I was there. I might be able to.
Oh, you were there all right, Konzu. You both went out on the plains that day. But only you returned. You expect me to believe this had nothing to do with what happened in our early summers? When I rejected your iron flower, your proposal?
Iron flower? I can't hear this. You know I had nothing to do with his... I miss him too, Sire.
Since I don't have the arcing launcher, this is the next best thing. If I could just not die to these things, that would be great. They don't have much health, but you can use it to get across the plains pretty fast. Although they control a little wonky. Okay, maybe a little is an understatement. There we go.
Equip your codex scanner and search the area for the glass shards we need.
Some of the wildlife on the plains.
Excellent, Tenno. There should be more in this area. You found another shard. Keep looking.
There it is.
That's it. There's no more shards here.
And they're gonna move angry.
Spread out! Crawl if you have to!
Because of course, yeah.
More glass! It is the key to a power I've never seen! The power to kill!
You just kind of killed him.
Sentient.
If they're difficult, just use whatever cover you could find. Keep moving. Because early in the game, you're not going to be tanky. Unless you're Excalibur.
Air support incoming.
In which case, you're still not going to be tanky, but the enemies will just die.
For our Grenier gardens! Your worm-bloated corpse will blend nicely with the excrement on my crops!
I can't extract you until you've dealt with those reinforcements.
Flying enemies can be a pain, but just kill the ones on the ground and easily extract. Once again.
We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
And on to the galleon we go.
What was Vahek talking about back there? What power is he after?
Anko. He found the remains of the Unum's champion, a woman of glass. He studied her, obsessed about her ancient secrets. The Quills of Cetus swore us to secrecy, and the secret held until the Grenier captured one. Can't imagine what they did to get one of them to talk, but Vahek's been after that relic ever since.
Oh, this Vahek. Could he have taken Uncle prisoner too? Do you think he'd make a trade? This coffer for my uncle? No. That would go against everything Uncle believed in. The sanctity of our people's home, of Cetus. Tenno, you'll need to find the remaining shards.
I've tracked some off-world shipments to a galleon in orbit. Heck may be guarding any key shards he's found up there. Something's wrong. My scans are being blocked. I can't detect any shards.
What does that mean? This galleon is huge. Think.
Anko would have known what to do.
Each fragment responds to a unique harmonic. We discovered that during my initial work on Cetus's transceiver system. It's too bad we can't walk a wideband harmonic through the ship.
Who says we can't? I'll perform a broad frequency sweep.
Saya, that worked! Anko wasn't the only one with a sharp mind. We are elevated by your work, and his. Your marriage was a boon to Cetus.
It wasn't always easy. Cetus came first. Always. Things were Yes. Special days. Anniversaries. But it was a duty and a privilege.
Tenno! Is it my birth interval? Such a gift. But I have a surprise for you. You greasy metal maggot!
Some of the Grineer have a way of being very pleasant.
Surprise! Surprise! A gleaming maggot squirmed into my ship. Well, let's see you slip out of this one!
I would have explained, but it kind of just died
You
pretty quickly.
pathetic meat!
Noxes can be
Miles!
difficult.
Can't
They're
you
kind of
stop
the
one
one of the
killing
tankier Grineer
maggot
units, other than heavy
from
gunners and
swarming
bombards.
away?
But really, as long as you just break the glass on their helmet, they should just die. Shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. As for the spy room, you just jump over it. That spy room is easy.
Tenno, we've recovered all of the shards Vahek discovered. Get to extraction.
There's only one piece left. Hex digging in the Central Plains. I recall Onko finding a few interesting artifacts in the region of...
That crater lake where we used to fish. That place where Uncle's catch got eaten on the line by a...
Oh, that massive hookta! And we had to haul him out. We spent the whole day drying his notebooks. That was a good day. I think I know where we should look. Doha! While it is dark, the Grineer won't be there.
So I believe for this step in the quest, it puts you automatically in a nighttime situation.
I'll never know what happened to him. I don't even want to open that box now. It won't change a thing.
Evacuation flights have been rescinded. You'll stay out here all night, if that's what it takes. Find that piece before an Eidolon finds you! Runameta. The Eidolons are all that remains of the great sentient destroyed here. At night, its spirit rises and haunts, a mindless beast trying to rebuild itself. Watch out. If you see one, don't fight it. You can only run. I wouldn't blame you if you done that.
Tenno, take cover. Their Warframe is no match for that thing.
It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Kill it!
No. I need to know.
Say hello to the giant space giraffe? Yeah, sounds about right.
The beast is drawn to the Grineer. Can you get to the excavation site? It has to be in there.
More gems and ores all over the place. You can kill those eventually.
have it. Onko's final piece to the Shatterlock.
There's another way out of that cave. Away from the terrorist.
Tenno, I'm having Ordis pull you out. Get to the extraction point.
You think it would be that easy? Tusks! My tusks! New orders! Ignore the monster! Stop that!
They're doing a fine job of stopping us.
maggot!
They did a great job.
Konzo, you should know. You were the best friend he ever had. I'm ready. Open the box.
Sire, you kept my flower.
Oh, Onko. You always told me I should try following my heart instead of my head. Shola, I guess it's time I did.
And that is Saya's Vigil, as well as how you get the blueprint for Gara.
Using Sire's idea, I pulsed Onko's glass we recovered with a frequency sweep. It took some time to decode the harmonics in the signal, but there was something there. A blueprint for Gara, the one they called the Glass Warrior. This is what Onko was protecting. Resurrect Gara, that she might protect Cetus once more.
And it doesn't end there. Now that the quest is done, we can do more of Cetus. So let's load back in and take a look around at what you can do here. Gara is a very useful defense frame in this game, even more so than Frost in some cases, because she straight up stops them.
A bad day fishing is better than a good
Now
day
that we
of
have
working.
Saya's Vigil done, we can fully access the plains and all of the things you can do here. Doing bounties gives you some standing. You also need to get resources to rank up.
To help you toward grace.
Just like any syndicate, ranking up is just standing and stuff. So on Cetus, this is what you have access to. Bounties for one thing. You go out into the plains, you do a few things for them. Depending on the level, you get different amounts of rewards. Tier 1, you get maybe 3 rewards out of these possible rewards listed below. Gara's part being one of them. And these mods, but you'll get an unranked version. It only shows the max rank version for some reason. You can get resources, relics, or Aya in order to buy relics from Maru's Bazaar. More mods, Gara's systems. Resources that aren't even on this planet. You can only get neural sensors from Jupiter, but you can also get them here. Set mods, such as the Gladiator set, the Augur set, and the Vigilante set. Parts for Revenant, but you can't get Revenant's blueprint till later. More resources, lenses, which you can't utilize yet, but you'll be able to later. When you rank up with Cetus, well, I can't view it from here, you can get different things from each of the vendors, starting with Hawk.
Did your mother jump around whilst pregnant? Those are pets, they're carnivorous as... Far as I know. Hello there, how my hawk, sir?
He can make you custom weapons. At first rank, you have access to all of the weapons, aside from different upgrades for them. These two aren't the best parts in the game. The ones that I typically see being used is Vargeet 2 Jai, Iquana Jai 2, and if I remember correctly, Iquana 2 Jai or Iquana Jai 2, Vargeet 2 Jai or Vargeet 2 Jai 2. in whatever order, they give different bonuses. For instance, this one increases speed at the cost of damage. These determine different weapons. When you go to Forge Saw, you can just do whatever. The best saws in the game is the Plague Kiwar, followed by, if I remember correctly, the Cephon, and where is it? I want to say the Dagger, but I can't remember. Plague Kripath is also a good choice, but it falls off eventually in the game. It falls off much sooner than the others, from what I've been seeing just with their most recent updates. But once you make a Zal, you can just put apart. We're just going to make whatever. The Plague Bakwin and Akwin are the two best handles from my knowledge, although you can choose others if you want to make a different weapon type. And then the Link, you can make a stave out of this, or a staff, however you want to say it. Or with Plague Kripath, you get a polearm, which is different from a staff. Cephon, you get another staff, or if you switch it to a shorter handle, you get a katana, or a nikana. You can just make different weapons. Here's a dagger. Switch the handle again. Staff, dagger, staff, staff, dagger, staff, dagger, dagger, dagger. This strike is used for daggers or staffs. This one, polearms or machetes, rapiers or polearms, swords or polearms. Polearms are heavy blades, I'm pretty sure.
They shall work.
I will double check that. Nope. I swear there's a heavy blade one. Maybe it's this one. This is a scythe.
Very good, very good.
Interesting enough. Or a heavy blade. There we go. You just make different weapons from them. You can also buy a pre-built one from him for platinum. I'm not going to get that though, because I really don't want that one. It's a scythe though, so that's neat. And then he can also say, I don't have it unlocked though. You could use him to rename weapons. Not just Zaz, but weapons in general. For instance, I could rename this Boltor to Kuvazar if I wanted to. Next you have the shrinking person,
I am in
or the conservation
with a
efforts.
certain individual on Venus. The business, they call him. If he thinks you are up to the task of conservation, he will equip you appropriately. Then we shall talk, you and
So
I.
as he just said, someone on Venus will equip you with a Shrink Rifle, and that is where you can get started on the conservation efforts for all planets. The Shrink Rifle can be used to shrink things like the Kuka that you saw me looking at out there and scanned one of, or Kondrox, or Voskakavats, or the bird called the Murgu. Different things like that. Using him, you can get different floofs, which you can decorate your ship with, a emblem to put on your side,
Another time, then.
as well as you trading different parts can get decorations for your ship or color schemes for your Kavats or Kubras.
Be well.
And that is a Kondrak he has on his arm there. That is a Kuka. Moving on. You have Halleck. She is the fishing. This is where you get started on all fishing. As soon as you get the standing, just get all of the fishing spheres from her, as well as the luminous dye to see it easier, and bait to get started on fishing just normal fish. As you level up, you can get different types of bait for specific fish, and unlock trophies for the fish, or boots. This is one of the most efficient ways of ranking up standing here. You can also buy specific parts from her. Once you catch fish, you can provide them to her. I don't have any fish, so I can't. If you provide fish, you get standing, or if you cut them, you get materials.
No fish?
I recommend cutting them for materials, as you'll need the materials the most first, and utilize the conservation efforts for your standing outside of doing bounties for now. Once you get enough parts from fishing, then just start turning in fish. Next, you have this guy.
Trick to doing the impossible.
He gives you
is
the
to get
basic
out there
cutter.
and bloody well do it.
Although if you rank up, there it is. You can get the focus cutter, which is better. Gets you rare resources, or even a higher rank gets you a better cutter. He can give you ship decorations, but mostly you need the blueprints for these materials. Because a lot of things on the open worlds, and not on the open worlds, just cost
Do I
different
look
materials.
young?
She gives you floofs and masks, usually. She also is something to do with the Revenant questline, which you access later. But that is Cetus. Using Cetus, you can get whatever you desire. You can just keep farming, get all of some of the basic mods, get a lot of credits. It could just help you get started early game if you feel so inclined to farm all of these bounties over and over again and have fun on the open world. Open worlds, when you first start them, can be a breath of fresh air to the normal missions. At least that's how Fortuna felt when it first came out for me. And Cetus being a massive open world, although I can't see it from here. It was just a nice breath of fresh air from playing the repetitive missions that were as part of the game at the time that it came out. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video and found this at all helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.